Hi, my name is Valencia Pamphile, and I'm going to just take a few minutes to give you decades worth of information is designed just for you. It will impact you. It could be life changing or life saving. Now, as I said, I'm going to take a few minutes, but it's a lot of information. So buckle up, pay attention, because it really can impact everything about your life. I am going to connect this one area of your body with the three things everyone wants most. Everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to feel good and wake up exhilarated and take on the day's task. And everybody wants to live their best life. And there's one thing that impacts their ability to do so. Now, the name of our company is Love Biome, and we are focused on making people aware of one thing. In fact, it's what drove the creation of our company. We were driven to answer the question, is there one thing that everyone can do every day in order to achieve optimal health? We looked at the explosion of information, all the research, and the real science, and we discovered that the answer is yes, there is one thing. You have to take care of an environment in your body called your microbiome. We're going to thoroughly explain what that is. But let me tell you at the outset, it works. We have testimonials of individuals who are dealing with high blood pressure and diabetes. Doctors say these things are not reversible, but when people take care of their microbiome, they may answer very differently. What about kidney function on the verge of dialysis and now not needing dialysis? Chronic pain, post chemotherapy support, menopause, low sexual energy, eyesight improvement, prostate cancer, fibromyalgia, mental clarity, getting rid of sugar cravings, no more enlarged prostate. Anything that has to do with your health is impacted by your microbiome, including your weight. Now, you see two blank spaces? That's for you and someone you love. When you take care of your microbiome, you'll share your story. So let's get right into it. What is your microbiome? To keep it very short and succinct, it is the center of health in your body. It has connectivity to every cell, every tissue, and every organ in the body. It consists of 100 trillion microorganisms that have the responsibility of keeping you healthy. 70 to 80% of your immune system is in your microbiome. And truth be told, the only way to live the healthy life is by having a healthy, diverse, balanced microbiome. So whether it's physical activity, if you want to perform optimally, whether or not it's depression and mental health or sexual issues, all of it is associated with your microbiome, your weight, hypertension, as well as how you look. All of it has a direct connection to your microbiome. And then let's talk about other situations people are dealing with, chronic disease. In America, if you line up any 10 people on the street, statistically, more than half, six of them will have one of these chronic diseases, and four of them will have two or more. Heart disease, cancer, chronic lung disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, diabetes, and chronic kidney disease. Now, I just rattled them off, but they are impacting lives. What drove me down this path of health and wellness was diabetes. Diabetes has just ravished my family. My mom is one of 10, my dad one of 8. Both sides of my family have diabetes, and they don't just have it, they suffered from it. 4 of my mom's family were on dialysis. Same on my dad's family. They had dialysis. I've had first cousins who had amputations. I have a sister who has diabetes. I have a niece. And it's not just that they have it, the things they suffer from blindness to neuropathy, all of it. Truth is, diabetes is rampant in the US. About 50% of the US population has diabetes or they're pre diabetic and they don't know it. And when it comes to these chronic diseases, 71% of all deaths globally are from chronic disease. In Europe, 1 in 3 have a chronic disease. Now, this discovery of the microbiome is really, it's changing those statistics. So we're entering a new era, the era of the microbiome. And I'm telling you, understanding it is creating a health revolution. Revolutions happen when something new comes along and it just changes everyone's paradigm. That's what's happening with the microbiome. So again, you now know what it is. It's this universe in your body, but why is it important? Well, Hippocrates gave us the answer. He said something almost 3,000 years ago. and it stands up to the scientific scrutiny of today. When you look at this graphic, you may wonder, what does all of this, what's the commonality between everything? Well, the commonality is that all disease has an origin, a starting point in the body. It all starts in the microbiome. But not just disease, everything that makes life happy, when you want to feel good and look good and eat without medicating and having that strong, robust immune system and not being moody, everything that makes life just enjoyable, it starts in the microbiome. So he gave us the reason. All disease starts there. But again, everything good about life. Point number 3, what happens when I take care of it? Well, because it's the center of health, every physiological system in your body is impacted. When you look at this graphic, all the major organs go right back to the microbiome. And science has discovered that they connect to the gut. Now, let me very quickly tie in the word gut with microbiome. The gut is the house where the microbiome, those 100 trillion microorganisms, they live. So often they're used synonymously. So whether I say gut or microbiome, for the most part, people are talking about the same thing. And they've discovered that all the organs connect, and they call that an axis. So whether it's the gut brain, the gut heart, the gut lung, the gut reproductive, the gut muscular, it all goes back to the gut microbiome. I'll give you an example. Let's talk about your brain. Did you know that your brain talks to your gut and your gut talks back? Now, we may not have known that intellectually, but we knew it intuitively because probably everyone has at some point said, my gut is telling me to, or I'm going to trust my gut, as though it was talking to you. Or maybe you just had that gut feeling, the butterflies in your stomach. This article explains it. It says, with a sophisticated neural network transmitting messages from trillions of bacteria, that's the microbiome, the brain in your gut exerts a powerful influence over the one in your head. And science is so convicted about this that they now call your microbiome your body's second brain. Now, this may be new, but you can Google it or chat GPT it for yourself. Take anything you're dealing with, any diagnosis you've had, anything someone you love is dealing with, anything that someone you love died from. Google it, type the word, whatever that is, and microbiome, and you're going to find scholarly, peer-reviewed, clinically tested information. This is not experimental, and it's not subject to debate or opinion. I'll give you samplings: gut microbiome and diabetes or hypertension, sleep apnea. What about autism? Gut microbiome and mental health, gut microbiome and obesity, sexual issues, uterine fibroids, Lou Gehrig's disease, multiple sclerosis. What about prostate cancer? Or even how you look? It all has to do with the gut, even inflammation. So again, this is proven science. The last thing I'll share with you is, okay, I have a gut. It's the center of my health. All disease starts there. It impacts everything. How do I take care of something I didn't even know existed and it's inside my body? Hippocrates told us. He said, let food be thy medicine. He didn't say go get a pill. Let food be thy medicine. But he wasn't talking about this food. The foods that we consume today are corrupting our gut. It's leading to something called dysbiosis. And dysbiosis happens as a result of food, medications, all those side effects, as well as antibiotics. My goal today is to share with individuals that you can get your microbiome back to normal. This is a normal microbiome as opposed to the one with dysbiosis, where so many people are living today. You have to get your gut from dysbiosis back to rebiosis, where the human body works efficiently. And that's all my Love Biome is all about. We understand there's one way to do it. Plant life gives life. And we're committed to using nature to help individuals get back to that place called happy and healthy. Natural things. I want to introduce you to something called P84. It is a masterpiece, and it's the one thing you can do for your forever health. Our CEO, Mr. Kelly Olson, said something very impactful. He said the way you look at health, age, beauty, and performance is changing forever. What you knew before is now old. Be okay with that. And what you learn now will change your life. So this nutritional system is complete microbiome health. First and foremost, it's going to feed and diversify your microbiome. In fact, if I go back one slide, It's something that you want to do every single day. It comes in 2 packs, Phytopower 1, Phytopower 2. You see the sleeves, you mix them together in a glass with 8 to 10 ounces of water, and you drink it every single day automatically, just like you wash your face and brush your teeth. But what's in it? Let's take Phytopower 1. Phytopower 1 is just good food. 40 different organic whole foods, all that you can pronounce and all that you already know is good for you. And it's all the colors. There are people who say, well, I eat my greens. That's great. But you need orange and yellows, you need reds, you need blues and purples. So you're getting it from all the food colors. The food is not different colors just because it's aesthetically pleasing. The body needs what the different colors provide. It also has 10 unique, specific probiotics that work with those axes that we talked about, the brain, the gut, and the lungs. Now, that's live bacteria. And so it needs fuel so that it can populate. We give you the fuel in the form of inulin and baobab and Jerusalem artichoke, and it produces enzymes to help break down the food. Now, that's just in one. Let's look at number 2. It detoxes and balances, so it gets rid of all the bad stuff. Detoxing using superfoods like noni and acai and turmeric and pomegranate. You have a glutathione blend. It binds the toxins and reduces the inflammations. Fermented foods, as well as gut barrier integrity. You may have heard a lot of people today talking about leaky gut syndrome. What is it? Well, it's when little holes or perforations start to exist in that gut lining. And the bad bacteria that should exit your body, it jumps out because it sees the hole into the bloodstream and it wreaks havoc on the body. So this protects and repairs that gut barrier integrity. It does so much just to take care of your microbiome. So in short, you can change one thing. Take care of your microbiome and it changes everything. The whole family can use it. There's no contraindications with your medication because it's just food. And again, science, real science has proven everything. So it's up to you. Do you want to live a healthy, vibrant, optimal, healthy life? I think everyone does. My suggestion is get back with the person who sent you this video and order yours today. Don't think this is something you do once and you're going to feel miraculously better. This is something you want to incorporate into your daily routine. Work with the circadian rhythm of the body. It takes time to get back to rebiosis. So allow yourself to do that and then help somebody else. Now that you know, you're responsible for what you know. So again, get back to the person who invited you. And then as you use P84, let us know so we can add your testimony to our reservoir. Talk to you soon. Bye.